We are back for another edition of Live from Redhook here at the Function House. We want to welcome you back for episode number 2 of season number 2. And tonight, our special guest DJ is Mr. Select.
What's up, guys?
Mr. Select is dope.
Mr. Select?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we should change it to, Mr. Select?
The DJ Select, Mr. Select.
Yeah.
Scott Quinn.
We're just talking about that, yeah?
His
Yeah.
original name, Scott Quinn. That's a dope DJ name, too.
Maybe
Yeah,
that could be
that
my
is a-
EDM name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is somebody with a DJ. What was it? Ani Quinn?
Ani Quinn, yeah.
Ani Quinn, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Shout
So
to
what-
Ani.
What's up, dude?
Good, man. Just, working, New
You've
York
been
City.
hustling, man.
Yeah,
Name's
staying
been
busy.
coming up a lot.
Yeah. Thanks for having me out here
Yeah,
today.
man. Thanks for coming down.
Big
Thanks
up,
for coming down.
big up everyone that's played before here, too.
You've been
Yeah, we've
watching
had
a lot of
watching
homies.
shows.
Yeah.
We've had a pretty good cast.
Mel,
up until this point,
Sinatra,
Yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah.
I can't even think right now. Just,
So you've been doing some homework on the show.
yeah, watch it. Yeah, I actually tune in
Yeah.
most of the time when I get a chance, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like homies and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
for sure.
What do you think?
I love it. It's great. I'm
pretty
excited to be
cool.
here.
We're excited to have you. So where do you come from?
I'm originally from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo Bills fan?
Nah.
Who's your
Patriots
football team?
fan.
Nah, not really a football fan.
No?
Nah.
Like you don't root for anybody?
Nah. I'm a soccer football fan, Chelsea.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, originally from Buffalo, then moved to Texas, lived in Texas for a long time, and then made my way up here.
How
Nice.
old were you when you moved to Texas?
Right before high school, young.
Okay.
You were DJing in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So was this like your family moved out? You were with your family and you moved out, or you moved out on your own?
Yeah, we moved from Buffalo, the family.
To Texas.
All my family still lives in basically Buffalo.
What's the
yeah.
scene like in Texas?
Texas is fun. I lived in Dallas. Dallas is like a 3-hour drive from Austin, about 4 hours from Houston. So, fun state. A lot of big parties out there. When I used to live out there, we used to do our own parties. Thing called The Party with my friend DJ Nature. I don't know if you guys ever knew that guy. He used to live out here. And DJ Silver. And yeah, it's fun. It's come a long way.
What's
Dallas
this
is kind of popping right now.
bottle scene out there?
Yeah, I would say right now it's changed quite a bit.
Okay.
Music has changed a lot, so it's definitely grown.
What are they bopping to right now in Texas?
I have zero clue. You're asking the wrong guy.
When was the last time you were
I mean,
there?
you should ask what's his name, Danny West of DJ City, and what's going on out there. I have zero clue.
Yeah.
I was out there 2 years ago and I had some fun, and that was about it.
Well, you're working a lot in Manhattan. I see you all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's talk
Out in the
about some
city.
gigs you're doing in the city.
Well, I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Like right now, I do Bodega Negra Monday nights, local
Yep.
Mondays. That's a weekly party. We do a dinner party every week. It's kind of like the early warm up for like Avenue on Monday nights or whatever. Tuesday nights, I've been at the Box. I'll be up there later tonight. Tonight's the big 10-year anniversary.
Oh, every Tuesday you've been rocking there.
When I first started, it was Tuesdays, and with the Fridays, switch around. But lately, I've been up there on Tuesdays. Wednesday nights, I've been at Marquee doing support lately on the big Wednesday night party.
Yep.
Or I do Whisper Wednesdays, which is a pre-party, the Dream Midtown, with the big promoters there. Thursday nights, I'm typically at Miss Lily's in East Village, a Jamaican restaurant. Friday nights, here or there. Catch me in rotation from Vandal, Paul's Baby Grand. I'm usually there on Saturday nights.
Wait,
So you're
so,
like
so
working-
how long you living in New York for? Because you come from you coming from Texas, you come up to New York and you're just rocking like this. How'd you get on?
It was kind of like an organic thing, I would say. I came up here and, I definitely had my skills and what I did out there in my own parties. And
Okay.
when I moved up here at first, I tried to do the same thing I was doing out there. And I realized getting a bar percentage in Bushwick was not going to cut it. For an $800 bar ring at 3% was
Well,
like,
listen, the
I was like
problem is-
6%, 10%. I was like, I'm walking with $80 at night and
The problem is hipsters don't spend any money.
do not spend the money. And it was also like, I realized then it was hard to recreate what I had done in Texas. So I kind of left that in the past. And, for me, it was, I grew up playing reggae and dancehall music. And
Really?
that's how I got my name Select.
Yeah.
Was,
Wicked
Selecta.
Selecta.
yeah. So when I was a kid, when I was living in Dallas, I lived in the suburbs. I hated everyone. I hated everybody. I didn't want to hang out with those kids, and I thought they were corny, and I knew there was more out there. So I was going downtown in Dallas, which wasn't much at that time, but I ended up in this reggae club, Palm Beach, and I got my name from a Trinity DJ named Curtis G. He's like, dude, my DJ name was so bad. It was like DJ Mindframe or something. So embarrassing.
It's not
It was-
easy. It's
it
not
was so
easy
bad.
picking a name.
This is before like DJ names were like a thing. Like you said,
Yeah.
you were like Scott Quinn. You should go with Scott Quinn.
Yeah.
Now, if it was that long ago, I'd just, Scott Quinn's an ill name. But so yeah, I didn't have any DJ name or direction at that time, anyways. So I got the name Select, and it's kind of stuck over the years.
So when did you decide you wanted to move to New York?
It was, we were doing our thing, the party, and we had these great parties going on, and 18 and up, and then 21 and up parties, and kind of had the whole market on lock, and we had a party in Houston, a party in Austin, and it kind of like fizzled out, but it kind of moved on. So at that point, I stayed around for a little bit, and I just realized there was much more for me as a DJ.
So at the time you were DJing and you were promoting these parties.
Yeah.
So how was it like running both aspects of it? Was it a lot of work?
It was easy back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was simple. Like, I would go out, I hit all the retail stores I knew, I hit all the house parties and, flyer it up or.
So it was a lot
word of mouth.
different than promoting in Manhattan.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
what I realized quickly when I moved here to New York. It wasn't just about going out. It was like, hey, I'm doing this party. People were like, great.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean? It was
10,000 parties. Why should I go to
so
yours?
many
Yeah.
parties.
Well, not
going
just
on.
that. You can't just invite anyone to a party in New York. They don't get in. So.
Well,
Yeah.
you have
not only
to
that,
invite
I
the right
realized
people.
the DJs that I'd been booking in Texas when I came up here weren't booking me anyways. So I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Like,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So, just the West Indian thing kind of worked out, and I ended up over at Miss Lily's Jamaican restaurant, doing RadioLily.com, full-time with Max Glazer, Federation Sound, big up, the whole crew, Matt Goyas, Serge Becker, the whole crew. We did that, and just, it's just like an organic thing. Just met other people and started working and networking and got into
So
box.
it was just through networking that, so like you decided that you were coming to New York.
Yeah.
Where did you first touch down? Where were you living when you first came to New
Where
York?
I still live today in Williamsburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Heart of gentrification. Right in the middle of it.
He's part of the problem.
I am the problem.
He's the problem now. So what time was this? Like how long ago was this where you came?
I guess it's been like 6 years now.
So right at the beginning of sort of the whole, I guess it's been about 6 years, right? Or maybe a little bit longer.
I've seen the neighborhood change drastically.
Yeah.
It's been
From-
about 10 years.
I'm not
10
gonna
years,
pull
yeah,
that
yeah.
card and be like, oh my god, my neighborhood has changed so much.
No, but you were probably
But I've
just
definitely
in the
seen
thick
it.
of it. Like it was probably changing for like 3-4 years, right? So you got there and it was bumping at the time
Yeah,
that you got
I
there.
remember one night we went out to Output with my good friend. One night we went to go see somebody play, and I just remember walking through the neighborhood. I'm like, what happened to all the people? So quiet. And the next day I was literally around the corner running an errand, and I see strollers. I'm like, it all makes sense. You never stop to think.
So what made you pick Williamsburg though? You had friends that lived
Yeah,
there?
my friend, my boy Tan, had moved up here first, and he was the one that motivated me to come up this way.
Right.
He knew it was like time to like move on.
Well, plus, I mean, there was a big movement in Brooklyn, so it was like, there was so much opportunity too.
Yeah, and I think musically too for
Not
myself.
just music, but I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general, the arts. Brooklyn was becoming like this big thing.
Yeah, I think naturally too for myself, like I was always inspired like by like Kenny Dope, Masters at Work stuff. I was always into like early Bobby Conder's production, like his house stuff, into this like reggae hip hop stuff. Larry Levan, like Paradise Garage stuff. I was really always intrigued by the whole aspect of New York. So that was like another reason why I came this way. I was
So
like,
how old
I
are
wanted
you?
to.
He's mentioning some names. I have to ask.
I don't know. How old are you?
I'm old enough. We'll just put it like that.
Okay.
No, but it was like a big inspiration. So I came up here with other intentions. I was like, you know what? This is what I really love and I'm passionate about. Let me make my way up there and see what happens.
Right.
I had no clue what was going to
So
happen.
what did you do when you first got here? Like how did you get your gigs?
Man,
What was the grind like when you
the
first
grind
got
when I first moved up here, I was bar backing and moving people.
Really?
Literally around the corner. Island Tropical Storage, right around the block. Yeah. I was up for like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, driving trucks around the city.
to
pay
grind?
rent.
Pay those bills, man.
Yeah, and I had no shame in it too. Like, I came up here for a reason, and I was like bar backing on the weekends, all hours of the night, and then
Wow.
moving people, which is real. You want to pay dues?
Yeah, man.
Move people around the city.
Yeah, you got to deal with a lot of bullshit.
Upper East Side to Brighton Beach, and the old the old landlord yelling at you in the bottom of the stairs, don't rip the
Watch the walls.
hey paper.
So when did you finally feel like that, you were getting out of that and you were finally starting to catch on with
I
your
think
DJ?
when I got the opportunity with like Miss Lily's, like working at RadioLily.com like full time was when I realized, because that just kind of like opened up a lot of different doors, and I realized a lot of the channels were the influences that I had originally growing up were right there in front of me. It was all kind of like right there for the taking. So I never had any intention of playing where I'm playing right now. It just kind of happened like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I moved up here and I was like, I'm going to be this great, amazing DJ and I'm going to be DJ AM or I'm going to be this person. It was kind of like, I'm moving up here for these reasons and we'll see what happens.
So any agency, are you signed to an agency? If you're not signed to an agency, what agency?
Okay, we're not going to say I'm signed to anybody like on paper right now, but I will say that I've been working with DGI management for some time. So big up Damon, Jesse, Tay, Yanni, the whole crew, for putting me on and believing in me, you know what I mean, and getting me in spots. So definitely work with them a lot. Got to big up Nick, Official Music Group, family, obviously, here in the back. And then I work with Reach a lot, doing PMAM, his new agency he's got going on too. So, it's right now it's not really assigned, I'm with this agency.
Right.
It's kind of like, hey, let's make money and I'll do my thing, you do your thing, and
So
we'll
do you
both
like,
go home happy.
do you like it that way, or do you?
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've had just one agency, so I couldn't compare it.
Okay.
But I will say that I like working with different people with what they have to offer, and then me being able to like help build their brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Whether they're already super established or they're establishing themselves right now.
Yeah.
That's a good look, bro. DGI.
I mean, Dame is big bro,
So what are some of your favorite places to play at when you're DJing?
Oh man, that's
Whether
that's
it's
a good
local
one.
or whether it's when
You know what?
travel, like what is it?
I'll say I'm really blessed and fortunate to play the places I play right now, like on a weekly basis. For me, it's always about like what each place has to offer. There's not really one perfect place that I really enjoy the most. Every place I like for different reasons. When I play at Paul's Baby Grand, I love the spot for its vibe, its ambiance, maybe its clientele, the people that party there, and the stuff I get to play. When I play at Marquee, come on, you can't function one house system. I can hear myself thinking about playing the record before I'm even touching, a CDJ or a turntable. So I wouldn't say I have one favorite place. Every place has its pros and cons, I'd say,
Okay. What about top 3 records that you love all time?
Oh man, you can't do that. That's a tough one.
That's a really tough question.
That's a
It is
super tough one.
But there's got to be a record that you
Man.
always like to rock. I mean, every DJ has like at least one where when they put that record on, they just love the way it sounds on a sound system.
Wow, it's too much. I mean, I'm gonna play some fun records tonight that I like,
Yep.
but
Did you prepare anything for us?
yeah, I put a little something together. We'll see where it goes.
You're gonna rock a little dance hall.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I didn't plan on it, but I think it's necessary.
You know what? I don't think we've ever had anybody on the show that's actually rocked dance hall.
No.
Oh, nice.
You look like the last person that's supposed to be rocking dancehall. So I can't wait to hear some dancehall.
It's true.
All right, so we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we're going to get Select Scott Quinn up on the tables and rock out for us.
Cool.
All right,
Sounds
man.
good.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.